rebound. He better get it going tonight or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Man, Clark, the postseason is coming at us fast. You ready to make any playoff predictions yet?
You know, I like to pause on that until we actually see a little bit more of what the matchups are going to look like. For me, it's a little too early to answer your question. So much can happen in these last few weeks, but I'll be ready when the time is right.
Now Duren, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Cunningham passes to Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, this is something that Harris has really enhanced in his game over time. Hard work, paying dividends.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Offensive rebound. There's the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Harris outside. We play just over a minute here in the first. Good on the shot. Harris has got 5 points so far.
You know, Harris has learned how to score despite tough, physical, airtight defense. He's an experienced, versatile scorer.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving. And that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
And Edwards drops them both. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Randall outside. This one for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Now here's DiVincenzo. Last game we saw him score 13. Randall down low, guarded by Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And that one misses. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Harris. Randall no good.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Thompson surveying the floor. Harris finds Thompson. And here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Yes, that goes in.
Randall, pretty skilled as the screener or ball handler in those sets. That's pretty good versatility on display.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, Cunningham missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. It's stolen by Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots. And again, Cunningham missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Edwards against Harris. Edwards passes to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Thompson. And Duren, here we go.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
It's his first trip to the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
The first free throw is good. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
And both free throws good for Duren. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Here is Cunningham. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Pistons passing it around. Thompson finds Robinson. Cunningham looking it over. Pocket 6. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Detroit, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And I think for the Pistons,
They've been on a roll this season, currently first in the conference, but they know they still have a lot of work to do.
Here's DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Cunningham with it. He's got 8. To the paint. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. this their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here is Cunningham following the basket by Julius Randle. Cunningham outside. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Edwards. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Pistons leading by 11. There's the lob to Duren. Stolen by McDaniels. Randle outside. Back to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. And he comes up with the deuce. Edwards got 6.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And 12 points for Cade Cunningham.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
All right.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Detroit, Stewart comes in for Thompson. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Robinson. Cunningham against Conley. Pass to Dosunmu. And it's off from three-point range.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Detroit. Here's Dosunmu. Anderson a screen on Huerter. Dosunmu good on the three-point shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Reed. Nothing on the board. Reed with a screen for McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 14. Stewart with the screen on Conley. There's the lob to Duren. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels up top. Out to Conley. Anderson with the screen for Conley. Left side Anderson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Detroit leading by 10. Harris Harris looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well above an 80% foul shooter for his career. Harris is not the guy you want to foul.
Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Julius Randle's checked in for Anderson, and it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels. Then for the Pistons, Karis LeVert's checked in for Jalen Duren, and it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Pass to Ingles. From 12 feet out. Good, he hits the jump shot. Pistons leading by 10. Now here's LeVert. Oh, LeVert in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Conley. Karis LeVert making his last shot. Conley gets the bucket.
And how about that move by Conley, adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Now Jenkins turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Herter, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here is Harris over Randle. No good from 18.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Holland is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Kevin Herter. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jenkins in at the point. Now here's Reed. Scoreless thus far. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley's shot is off. Pistons leading by 15. Pass to Holland. Over Randle. Holland no good. Minnesota shooting well. They're at 45%. Outside Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. Here's Highland. Buries it from three-point range. Highland's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Holland, and he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Conley, the pass to Randle. Here's Highland from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
To the middle, and Randall throws it down.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Jenkins. Still yet to score. No coverage that time.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
And here's Randall. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. Over Stewart. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Reed.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure could make it count.
Clark Nas Reed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
Highland misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now, here's LeVert. 5 points in the game. Shots good by Jenkins.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to Randall. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Randall is doubled. Osumu finds Reed. And here's Conley outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Now here is Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's LeVert. Defended by Dosunmu. A nice shot by LeVert.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Conley sets a screen for Randall. No good on the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Herder against Highland. Stewart down low. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Detroit shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Michael Conley. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Highland. And a different look here for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
The first one falls.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
And McDaniels drops them both. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here's Stewart. Gobert with the block.
That's exactly what Rudy brings to your team on the defensive end.
Pass to Dosunmu. It's Edwards on the wing. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Robinson for three. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Timberwolves trail by 15. Dosunmu with it. 17 points for him last game against Portland. He gets it in there.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
To the inside. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pistons leading by 15. Robinson passes to Stewart. Got it. Good job in the low post. Stewart's got 6. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. McDaniels passes to Dosunmu. Back to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Edwards. Outside Robinson. Harris, bounce pass. Cunningham on the wing. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Dosunmu. And Detroit with a change here, too. Duran's checked in. Minnesota on D, down by 12. Outside Robinson. Over in the corner, Cunningham. A 3-ball. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside, Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here is Harris. 9 points in the game so far. Cunningham for 3. And the Pistons another 3.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Harris. There's the lob to Duran. Reed against Harris. Lets it go from deep. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Reed.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Duran. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit leading by 12. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Robinson. Pistons passing it around. Duren with a screen on Reed. Harris's shot is off.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for him. Stay with him. He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Deep two from Robinson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards, defended by Duren. Edwards inside. Duren's on him, and he's able to get it back. Reed misses. Pistons leading by 10. Now, here's Thompson. Harris finds Cunningham. Now Duren. 6 to shoot. Thompson outside. Robinson for 3. Reed with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Now Edwards. 18 points for him. And finished off by Edwards.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And so it's 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And so, thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
no problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
DiVincenzo with the screen for Randall. Off target with his 3. Duren with it, now defended by Gobert. Harris against Randall. Harris, right side. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Randall finds McDaniel. And here's Edwards beyond the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham outside. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now, Harris is simply balling out.
Robinson against Edwards. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Cunningham. He's got 20. There's the lob to Duren.
My goodness. Save that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. 3-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
On the way, Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 21 in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Randall a screen on Robinson. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cunningham inside. McDaniels defending. Cunningham against McDaniel. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Randall surveying the D. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Inside, Randall. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Forcing his way in is Randall. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Pass to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
That's good from Harris. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Makes it off the glass. Harris has got 24 points.
You know, you can't allow Harris to get comfortable there now, guys. I mean, once he gets the positioning he wants, you're toast.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Get down, man.
Cunningham outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Coming out of the break red hot. They've yet to miss a shot.
Outside Edwards. And here's Gobert. He's got 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Here's Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And 11 points for Robinson.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
DiVincenzo against Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
1 shot. 2 anything.
On the free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Edwards, good.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Cunningham passes to Durant. Here's Robinson. Pass to Cunningham. Now, here's Durant. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Harris inside, defended by DiVincenzo. That's good from Harris on the assist from Duren. Duren's got his 5th assist in this one. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Osumu, he's checked in for Minnesota. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Another miss by Minnesota. Detroit leading by 18. Cunningham outside. Duren high post. Gobert on him. Harris passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Randall passes to McDaniels. Shot to stop the run. On the wing, Dosunmu. They get it back. For 3, Edwards. The three-pointer's right on target. Edwards got 38 points.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Jenkins comes in for Cade Cunningham. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In 4th, the Pistons.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Detroit leading by 17. Outside Robinson. Stewart kicks to Robinson. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Edwards against Thompson. Shot on the wing. Edwards, no good. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jenkins with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside Robinson. Hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got 11 points in the quarter.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Conley the pass to Reed for 3. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Jenkins. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connecticut camp. And Jenkins kicks to Stewart. Pass to Robinson. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Launches it. And the Pistons another three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Berenger's shot is off.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Jenkins the pass to Duren. Now here's Thompson. Defended by Dosunmu. Shot's good by Duren.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
1:04 left to play in the third. Outside Conley. Edwards inside, working on Thompson. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 42 in the game.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Conley kicks to Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Berenger, guarded by Stewart, tipped away.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
What?
5 seconds left to play here in the third. 1 second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Pistons on top, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Pass to Stewart. Huerter on the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots over Dosunmu. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside, Reed. And here's Randall from outside the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hollins kicks to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Herter. Jacks up a 3. Ingles with the rebound.
The defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Herter. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist in the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Highland, the bounce pass. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Reed. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
Highland deciding where to go with it. Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Here's Highland. Randall left side. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Reed.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Harris has checked in for the Pistons.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Reed.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
He's off on the second. Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Cunningham. Back to Stewart. 5 on the clock, and the basket is good.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Now Highland to the right side. Randall right side. Looking to get back on track here, and that one drops. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 9th assist in the game now. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Edwards. Now Highland. Reed with a screen on Cunningham. Really left alone that time.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. A fadeaway, and that one drops for him. Cunningham's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
He's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. And here is Harris. Shot clock at 5. Stewart with the screen on Randall. Harris's shot is off. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Highland. Randall outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Cunningham passes to LeVert. Here's Harris. He's defended by Randall. Randall against Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Cunningham outside. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Highland. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Howland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Stewart finds Herter. The kick out to Cunningham. Shoots over Dosunmu. Cunningham's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Dosunmu. Randall a screen on Cunningham. Outside Edwards. Step back shot. Here's Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, defensively, you know you need to box out Gobert. That's a missed assignment right there.
Herter kicks to Cunningham. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
LeVert kicks to Stewart. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Herter, that's a 2-pointer. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Holland the pass to Cunningham. They need this one, and Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Outside Edwards. From downtown, hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 47 points.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
Cunningham against DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
What strength there from Cunningham. Converting through contact really will help his confidence.
Free throw no good for Cunningham.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Cunningham outside. On the wing, Green. McDaniels defending. Cunningham for three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 21. McDaniels on the wing. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 54 points for Anthony Edwards.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And tonight, you know, they took the time needed, made the plays they had to. And that's why they're going up 1-0 in their three-game season series against the Timberwolves.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cade Cunningham.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here is Edwards. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.